always a different. So to find the factors of 36, we're going to figure out what half of 36 is. So half of 40 is 20. 19 plus 19 is 38, so it's 18. So we know 1, 18, and 36 are factors. So we now know it's a composite number because it has more than 2 factors, and we know that these two match. So now we're going to say all the way up to 18. Does 2 go into it? Yes. Does 3 go into it? Yes. Does 4 go into it? Yes. Does 5 go into it? No. Does 6 go into it? Yes. Does 7 go into it? No. Does 8? No. Does 9? Yes. Does 10, 11, 12? So you're obviously not going to be able to do it this quickly, but I know the factors of 36, so it might take you a little longer, but you have to do it pretty quick. Like, that's our goal. So now I'm going to check 2 and 18, 3, 12, 24, 36, 4 and 9. 6 does not have a match, but why does it not have a match? It's not because we forgot a number, it's because 6 times itself. So I just does have a match, it's just that it's itself. So I just do this. Exactly. Okay, so prime or composite is, prime is if some people go, oh, it's even odd. It has nothing to do with even odd. It has to do with we have to figure out what the factors are. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What are the factors of 3, 1, and 3? What are the factors of 4, 1, 2, and 4? What are the factors of 5, 1, and 5? What are the factors of 6? So it's going to take you longer to do this, but this is the process of how to do it. 1 and 7, 1, 2, 4, and 8, 1, 3, and 9, 1, 2, 5, and 10, 1 and 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Does this have a match? Yes. Does this have a match? Yes. This and this is 2 times 2. Match, 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 match. 3 and 3. All of them have matches, and I know my factors, so I know that this is true. So this is a prime, this is a prime, this is a prime, and this is a prime. This is a composite, 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 composite. Okay, we also did perimeter this summer. So for perimeter, you just add the sides. So if this is 10 and this is 4, you're going to say 10 plus 10 plus 4 plus 4. If this is an equilateral triangle and all of these are, let's say 15 centimeters, we would just add 15 plus 15 plus 15. And this is a square, so if this side is 40 and all sides are 40, you would just add that together. So this would be 10 plus 10 plus 4 plus 4. This would be 15 plus 15 plus 15. And this one would be 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40. So this is 28, say these are all centimeters. 45 centimeters. 40 plus 40 is 80, and 80 is 160 centimeters. And then we're done. All right, here's your favorite. 3/4 times 2/5. What is your first step, Mr. Peter?
Well, you gotta, you gotta do, 5 times, or 3 times 2 and 4 times 5. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 5 is 20.
Yep.
So, and then you gotta do the same for the, gotta do the same with the 5 and 2, right?
So we did, this is the complete answer, but we do have to simplify it.
Oh, simplifying it would be,
So what does 6 and 20 have in common? What's the highest number that we can divide 6 into? So our factors are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Which one of these also go into 20? So you're going to try them all. Does 1 go into 20? Yes, but that's not going to simplify anything. Does 2 go into 20? Does 3 go into 20? Does 6 go into 20?
Yeah. Or no.
So what's the highest number?
5.
But 5 doesn't go into 6.
Yeah. 2.
2. So we divide this by 2 and we divide this by 2.
Yeah.
All right. So what is 6 divided by 2?
6 divided by 2 is 3.
And what is 20 divided by 2?
20 divided by 2 is 2 is 4. Oh, okay. 10. My bad.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what we've been working on now that you have that first step down and you know numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. We now know we have to simplify. So I'm going to give you 4/8 times 10/15. So what would I do for my first step?
For that one, you do 10 times, or 4 times 10, and 8 times 15.
Okay.
So 4 times 10 is 40, and 8 times 15 is...
You have to go like this. And then figure that out. So what would I do for my first step?
48.
5 times 8 is what?
40.
So you put the 4 here and the 0 here. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. So it's 40 over 120. Now, I'm going to give you an epic shortcut. If both your numerator and your denominator end in 0, you cancel out the zeros, and instead of simplifying 40 120ths, you only have to simplify 4/12, which is much easier.
Yeah.
The only time we can use that shortcut is when both the numerator and the denominator end in 0. So how would you simplify 4/12?
4/12. Let's see.
So think of simplifying. We used to call it reducing, and I think it's a better term for it. Reducing means making it as small as it can go. So that means what is the most common, the largest common number, or the greatest common factor that goes into both 4 and 12. So we have 4 only has 3 factors, 1, 2, and 4. We know when we're simplifying or reducing, 1 doesn't do anything because anything divided by 1 equals itself. So we're never ever going to use 1 to simplify. So now we just have to figure out, does 2 go into 12? Does 4 go into 12? So you're going to answer that question for me, and then you're going to find the biggest number that it divides into equally.
Okay, does 2 go into 12? Yes. Does 4 go into 12? Yes.
Yes, so we can do 12 divided by 2 or 12 divided by 4. What's my bigger number? 4.
4.
So we're going to do 12 divided by 4 and 4 divided by 4. So you have 4 12s divided by 4 and 4. So what would my numerator be? 4 divided by 4 is?
4 divided by 4 is 1.
And 12 divided by 4?
divided by 4 is, oh, I should know this one.
4 times what equals 12?
Oh, 4 times 3.
Yeah, so it's 1/3. Can we simplify that anymore? No. Okay, so that is the whole process of what you're going to do when it's just a regular fraction times a regular fraction. Sometimes we have other things like 5/8 times 4. If you have 5/8 times 4, you're going to put that over 1 because this is the numerator. We need a denominator. That's easy. It's a whole number, so what it's going to look like is this. We just put this 4 over 1. That's easy. You just have to remember to do it. So 4 times 5 is 20. 1 times 8 is 8. I won't teach you that next step. We'll just work on doing that. So if you have 6 times 1/2, what would you do?
6 times 1/2. You do 6 times 1 is 6. And then you do 6 times 2, which is 12.
No, we put this over 1.
Oh yeah.
So then what would I do?
6 times 1 is 6, and then 1 times 2 is 2. So 6 plus 1 is, yes, it's 2, 6.
6 halves.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Next one is 7 times 4/5.
7 times 4/5. 7 times 4 is 28. So, would you put the 4 under 7?
So we always take the whole number and put a 1 under that. That's what a whole number is. If you have 7 plus 5, if you put it into fraction form, it's 7 over 1 plus 5 over 1. We don't write the over 1. So 7 times 4 is, and then what would you do for your second step? 7 times 4.
It's 28, and then put a 1 under the 7.
Yes.
Okay, and then you do 1 times 5, which is 5.
Yes.
So 28 fifths.
28 fifths. Okay, we'll do the next step later. You won't start with fractions. I just want you to be confident in I know how to do that. So what you will start with, the school year will always start with this no matter what. They want you to take this number right here, and they want you to write it in word form. They want you to write it in standard form, and they want you to write it in expanded form. So we're going to go over that because I will not see you for your first week of school, and this is most likely. No, I will see you after today in August 26th, the week after school starts.
The 26th?
I think. So you're going to start school like on a Wednesday, and I'll see you the following week. So word form is just writing it out in words. So this number right here is 53,285. So you actually write that out. 53,285.
And that's why it's called word form.
That's why it's called word form. Standard form is already this. When you just write a plain old number like 53 or 295, this is standard form. So they're not going to ask you to put this number in standard form because it already is in standard form.
And expand form it's like word form, it's just you use it in.
Yes.
You do like 53,000.
So you do 50,000 plus 3,000 plus 200 plus, you remember this from last year.
Yeah.
Okay, So what they're going to do is they're going to give you an expanded form, and they're going to say 50,000 plus 8,000 plus 2. Well, I'm using too much of the same number as before. Plus 800 plus 60 plus 3. And then that's what they're going to tell you to put in word form and standard form. So then you would do 5, 8, comma, 8, 6, 3. So this would be expanded form to standard form. Okay, the other thing they're going to start with most likely is this one. And I'm sure you're going to remember this. And they're going to ask you greater than, less than, or equal to. Now, they're going to go up before you probably did the thousands, maybe even the 10,000s. They might go to 100,000s. And here's the thing. You have to be careful because these numbers look the same. They're going to use usually the same numbers, but they're going to mix up the order. So it looks like the same number, but you have to go, there's a 5 and a 5. There's a 3 and a 3. There's an 8 and a 2. Oh, 8's bigger than 2. So it is. So that's why it's confusing, is because they usually use the same numbers, but they mix them up. And so you just have to take that moment to really pay attention. 821 is obviously bigger than 281. So the number's the same here and here, but right here and here is different. So you just have to take your time and be careful.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is usually what they start with. And then let's go over, if you have a number like this, can you tell me what this number is? Can you tell me what the name of this number is? Like if you were to say this number, like I just deposited this amount of money into your account. How much money is that, Peter?
Oh, $12,862.
Yes. What about if I added a 4 here?
A 4, 41,286.
400.
862.
So 412,000.
Oh yeah, 412.
Whatever comes here, whether it's 12 or 1 or whatever comes here is the thousand. So you would say 1,000, 12,000, 412,000, and then obviously this is always going to be 862. So this is 12,862, 1,862, 412,862. If we go a step further, so let's take these same exact numbers that we have here, and we add a millions place to it. Then we say the same exact thing. This is 512,862, but we have a million there. So we do 1 million, 8 million, 5 million, and then we do the rest of our numbers. So 1 million, then we do this part, 512,000, and then 862. So it turns out to be 1,512,862. Make sense?
Yeah.
8,351,862. So you can just take it chunk by chunk. This is 862. This is 412,000. This is 351,000. So you just take it piece by piece and you can break it up.
Yeah.
Any questions?
No.